Good morning, everyone. Actually, I'm not Andrew Brem. My name is Paul Hayborn, and I am Head of Innovation at Aviva. I'm privileged to introduce you today Leanne Kemp, the CEO of Everledger. I first met Leanne at an insurance hackathon we ran in November last year. Like the best entrepreneurs, Leanne had a really big idea. A big idea to solve a very real problem using a new technology. Leanne saw the potential of blockchain and how it could legitimize the tracking and history of diamonds. This market is something Leanne knows incredibly well. So Leanne came to our hackathon, and her passion and enthusiasm was immediately infectious. But more importantly was her credibility around her vision. Blockchain has been cited as one of the next game-changing technologies. We see the power that this technology can become. Venture capitalists are seeing the potential. But what's more exciting is people like Leanne are also seeing the potential, with real use cases to tackle real problems in our industry. It gives me great pleasure to introduce you to the CEO of Everledger, Leanne Kemp.
Throw your diamonds in the sky if you feel the vibe. The rock is still alive every time I rhyme. Forever, ever, forever, ever, 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 ever.
Good morning, London.
Good morning.
What's in the value of a word? When it comes to the word provenance, it's everything. It's the history of something. Where did it come from? Where did it go? Who owns it? Who bought it? Where is it now? It's the life story of an item. And in the world of luxury goods, provenance matters. Because the value of an item cannot be separated from its origin and its history. It relates to diamonds, to watches, to art, to jewellery. But we have a problem. The world's provenance is locked in paper. I get a receipt from the store saying I bought it, I put it in the drawer, I file it, time takes a hold, and I lose it. And in all this paper, provenance gets lost. Now, when provenance gets lost, a new word emerges.
What's the word, Leanne?
Risk, Greg, risk. Risk is the foundation. Thanks, Greg. Thanks. Risk is the foundation of our two biggest black markets. The first, theft. We all know this problem. Right here in the heart of Hatton Garden, London's Diamond District. With Hollywood-style pizzazz, these guys broke into 72 safety deposit boxes, stealing over £200 million worth of jewellery, diamonds, watches and cash. And they did it because they know crime pays when provenance is broken. The second market, fraud. What's stopping me from calling my insurance company and saying something's been stolen or lost, only it hasn't? Keeping it for 6 months and selling it on to the next person. These problems are real, these problems are quantifiable, and they cost insurers $50 billion annually. Sadly, and more importantly, they cost every single one of us in this room today. So we created Everledger, a digital global ledger that tracks and protects items of value. And we're on the blockchain. Why? Because it has 4 inherent values. First, it's immutable. The records are permanent and they cannot be changed. Second, it's secure. Third, it's fast. Information enters into our system and propagates around the world. And lastly, it's scalable. There's no limit to the amount of information we can store on the blockchain. We started with diamonds. Why? Because I'm Leanne and I know diamonds. I've spent 10 years in jewellery and insurance and I know firsthand the impacts of black market. I've teamed up with our CTO, Garev. He knows the blockchain. And Marco, he knows data. We got a great team and even a better solution. Let me show you how it works. First, we've established relationships with the major certificate houses around the globe. America, Israel, India, Antwerp, where they grade and certify the diamonds. We then create a digital DNA for each of these stones, capturing not only the 4 Cs, but we take the 40 metadata points as well as the laser inscription on the stone and write it into the blockchain. We now know where each of these diamonds is being sold and resold online in markets like Amazon and eBay. We work with insurance companies on fraudulent claims, Interpol and Europol on diamonds that are crossing borders and entering into black markets. And most importantly, we've created an app that lets you search and add not only your diamonds but your other valuables to Everledger. So 3 months since we started the program, we now have 500,000 diamonds, with thousands being added daily. I'm only just starting. We have bank-grade security on our APIs. We've scaled for high-volume transactions. You can clap next. We have smart contracts in place. Yeah, this is really great. That enables us to track the ownership of these stones so that we can finance and insure diamonds differently. I know you're asking yourself, where's she going to be in 3 months' time? I'll tell you. We're going to be monetizing. I'm a serial entrepreneur with 3 startups and exits to public companies, and I know business. Working with diamonds is not only sexy and lucrative, but even better, provenance pays. We sell access to our data. We have fees for search and recovery. We've built a platform so that we can license it to third parties so they too can create new marketplaces. We're working with banks and diamond dealers so that we can finance and insure the diamond pipeline efficiently. We're working with Aviva in its digital garage in Hoxton Square, sitting amongst the brightest minds in the insurance business. With Barclays in South Africa, exploring the use of the blockchain, where the volume of the world's diamonds are mined. So diamonds are just the start, and our vision is so much bigger. Next, we'll be moving to jewellery, to fine art, and to luxury goods. We're going to help in combating counterfeit, and that's not a $50 billion problem. That's $1.7 trillion. So beyond all the things that bling, we know Everledger is the platform for provenance. So I'm going to leave you with a question. That watch that's on your wrist, and that diamond that's on your finger, and the art that's hanging in your home, how are you protecting it? Everledger is here to combat and reduce fraud and crime on items and valuables that matter the most to every single one of us. So join us as we create the digital vault of the future.